Hey yo, check this out. This DJ Evil D representing Black Moon, Beat Miners Radio, Rocksteady Crew, America's Most Wanted DJs. I got a lot of things going on. But right now, you are checking out Flashback Fever Radio. Understand the flavor, word up.
You mess with us and you'll find that out. You see that? They write about our raids in the paper.
Yeah. Hey, that's really heavy. The orphans, right? Yeah, our youth worker, she talks about you guys all the time.
We ain't got one.
So that must be because you guys are so bad, they're afraid of you.
You see what you get, warriors? You see what you get when you mess with the orphans? We're gonna rain on you, warriors!
Okay, Flashback Fever Radio right here, RADIOSEEN.com, and right now we got Apache Ramos, and if you guys don't know who this is, let's go back into time. Yes, sir, one of the orphans in the movie The Warriors, 1978.
Was when we filmed it, and it came out in '79.
Okay.
And today was a great day.
So now, Apache, how did you get that part?
To tell you the truth, it's really funny because I came out of college. I had a group called Moto Theater. When I came out of college, I worked with the Nation of Islam theater group called the Mahair King Theater Company, where I played a guy named Isa. It was a play by Saladin Shakur called Armageddon. It was about Attica. And then I was very frustrated because I was going to a lot of auditions and I wasn't getting any parts. I have my degree in theater, and you know how it is for people that look like me, act like me. So it was very tough. So I got an audition through an agent for this film called The Warriors, and I was very upset at that time because I kept getting rejected. So I went there with a black t-shirt with Bronx silver letters. I had my fro, I was rocking the fro, I had shorts on, I had a little taste of rum. And I was sitting there with a bunch of people waiting for the audition, and this white guy sat next to me, and he asked me for some rum. We had a little conversation, blah, blah, blah. He disappeared. When it was my time to audition, it turned out that was the director of the great Walter Hill, and he said, Apache, you're real, and he hired me on the spot.
Wow.
And one of my most famous lines, "We're gonna rain on you warriors," was an improv line because I had a few lines, and I wanted to make sure that I was in the movie. So I was doing improv and I came up with the line, "We're gonna rain on you warriors," and the great Walter Hill kept it.
We're gonna rain on you, warriors!
Okay, so that wasn't part of the script.
Nah, not at all. That was a Bronx improv for real.
Wow. So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's not there, but if it's so original and so real, you got no choice but to keep it.
Exactly, and that's why, even though I was frustrated, you have to keep going and pursuing your dreams. And I'm blessed to have been a cast member of The Warriors.
Wow, that's deep. That's definitely deep right there for our listeners. Now, also I just learned, which I didn't know, there was a record label called Streetwise.
Streetwise Records, oh my God.
Which had New Edition.
Well, we had this group. Let me tell you the story. Arthur Baker and I were roommates in college, and he said, Apache, I was auditioning at the time. He says, you want to get in the record business? And next thing I know, I was picking and packing records in Long Island City in a warehouse. It wasn't very glamorous. But through that, I got to know my labels, and then I became a national salesman where I sold records all over the country. And then for Cardinal Records and Win Records. And then Arthur started Streetwise Records, and he called me in, and I became part of the staff. And then I was doing promotions, and then I was doing A&R, and a guy named Maurice Starr came over with a demo tape from a group from Roxbury Projects in Bury in Boston.
Right.
You might have heard of them. They were called New Edition.
No doubt.
So we dropped Candy Girl, and it just exploded.
No doubt.
And it was like being with the Beatles at the time. Also, I was part of signing Colonel Abrams to Streetwise Records, the king to me of house music.
Right.
And actually, the first record we put on him was a 45 record called Leave the Message Behind the Door. It was a ballad. Imagine a 45, and it did well. Then we came out with Music is the Answer.
Okay.
And also on the label, we taught everybody their vowels. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Freeze. I know a lot of people heard of them.
Yes,
we also had
yes.
Dominatrix. We also had the late, great Lolita Holloway, which I had the pleasure of working with.
Wow.
I also had the great pleasure, one of the great pleasures in my life was working with the great Eartha Kitt.
Wow.
And we put out her record, Where's My Man? I got to tour with her. I got to tour with New Edition. Then when Streetwise Records broke up, I got Colonel Abrams to deal with MCA Records through AMI Management, and AMI Management hired me. And then we also found a group called Ready for the World, Oh Sheila, Let Me Love You Down. I know you've heard of that.
No doubt.
And so I have a lot of gold and platinum records. I'm most known for The Warriors, which I'm blessed to have been part of, as Orphan #2.
We ain't got one.
But I have gold records and platinum records with the different groups I've worked with. My last time with the record business, I went on tour. I was the road manager for the Fat Boys. I know you guys heard of the Fat Boys. Rest in peace, big love, love.
Yeah.
And I took them 50 cities in 21 days. And on the last day I was in New Orleans. My daughter had been born, Jazz Ray Ramos, and I stopped. I wanted to be a dad because I've never had a father, and that was my main goal in life, to be a father. So I quit the business completely. I completely disappeared, and for the last 24 years, I've been a social worker in my hometown in the South Bronx on 138th Street, 3rd Avenue, the Ryder Job Center, which helps that I've been in Warriors because a lot of my clients love the movie.
Right.
We're gonna rain on you, Warriors!
And so I serve the community as I usually do. And now I'm a proud grandparent to a baby Hendrix. His name is Hendrix Marcus Ray, and it's all good. And that's Apache Ramos in a nutshell.
No doubt. Thank you. I didn't have the next question.
One more thing. I was a high school dropout. I used to go to Alfred E. Smith High School over here in the Bronx, and I had serious problems with drugs and stuff, but somebody saw something in me, and I was also an ABC student. And next thing I know, I was in Andover High School playing football, and I got my degree at Hampshire College, which I'm proud of.
No doubt. All right. Apache Ramos.
I want to say one more thing. I'm involved with a group called Diamond Mine Productions, and we just won Best Film at the Coney Island Film Festival called Lost in Coney. And our next project, it looks like we're going to be at the Puerto Rican Film Festival next month. And the next project is The Vampire Bikers. Check me out, I'm coming back. And thanks to Facebook, I'm alive.
All right, everybody, Apache Ramos. Apache, thanks for talking to us.
Oh, man, I love it.
Oh, man.
I'm an honorary Zulu member now.
No doubt.
Zulu Nation member.
And honorary TBB, bringing it back with the old Puerto Rican flag.
And also, I'm old school for real. This is a 15-10-cent token. Woo. And the only time, this is a trivia question, does the Puerto Rican flag appear in the movie The Warriors? Yes, it does. Right here.
So now we got to go back and see if we can see that tattoo in The Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, Apache Ramos, give it up.
What up, it's your boy DJ Scratch. Checking out Flashback Fever. All right, salute.